Today in this topic, we are going to see the next points. That is the what is mean by exactly quality view from the different perspectives of the different stakeholders. And today we are going to see one more topic that is mean by the user gaps. This is the two topics today we are going to discuss about. So let's start with the quality view. So in quality view, when we talk about the quality view, the first term comes in our mind is the stakeholders. So stakeholders are the peoples, those who are interested in the success or failure of that particular project or the product or that particular organization. So quality is viewed differently by the different stakeholders of the particular product or the project as per their role in that particular entire spectrum. So stakeholder is again divided into the stakeholders are going to have different role in that particular product or particular organization. So the first important stakeholder is the customer. So customer, he is the main stakeholder. He's going to paying for that particular product to satisfy his requirements, and he must take the benefits by acquiring the new product. So sometimes late delivery penalty clauses are going to be get included in the contract. The customer is interested in the product delivery with all the features on defined schedule time and may not be interested in getting the compensated for the failures or the delayed deliveries. So this is all about the stakeholder who is the customer. Second one is the supplier. So supplier is the one who going to give the input for making that particular product. An organization becomes successful, more and more projects are executed and suppliers can make more business profits and the expansion of that particular business or the product. So next stakeholder is the employee. So employee can be the permanent or the temporary worker of that particular organization who is going to be work on that particular product or the project. So organization becomes more successful and people working on that particular organization get the more and more recognition, pride. So he's the one who is directly indirectly going to get the benefits if that particular product is going to be successful in the market. Next one is the management. So management is the one, the people who manage the project or that particular organization. There are various types of the management like the project manager management, senior management, staff management. Management needs more profit recognition and the turnover in terms of that product. Next thing is the society. Society is one stakeholders. They get the benefits as well as they are going to suffer due to the successful project. So successful organizations generates more employment, wealth for the people who are in the category of the customer, supplier, employee or the management. And the next stakeholder is the government. So government are classified as the local government, state government, central government. So government benefits and as well as they are going to get suffer due to the successful projects or the due to that particular organization. So this is all about the stakeholder. So in short, we can conclude that particular stakeholder word with that the persons who are directly or indirectly going to get affected with the success or failure of that particular project. Now we are going to see the customer's view of that particular quality. So customer's view of the quality of the product is mainly interprets the customer's requirement and the expectations for getting the better product at defined schedule, cost and with adequate service, along with the required features and the functionality. So we know that in SRS, whatever the things that may be the explicit or the implicit requirements are going to be get drafted or not going to be get drafted, those are from the customer only. So customer is going to have some things in their mind and they are expecting those things to be get delivered from that organization when they are going to deliver that particular product. So now we are going to see what are the different customers view of that particular quality. So the first customer view is the delivering the right product. So the product received by the customer must be useful to satisfy their needs and the expectations. It may or may not be like that that the correct product from manufacturer's perspective or what business analyst system designer may think. There is a possibility that Development team, including the testers, may ask the several queries about the requirements of that particular product to get them clarified. But final decision about those requirements definition should be going to be get clarified by the customer only. If customer confirms that requirements are correct or not correct, then there is no possibility of further argumenting about the validity invalidity of that particular customer. So whatever the thing customer said, this is the right thing, and he was expecting that the whatever he stated in that particular implicit or explicit requirements, that is going to be get delivered to him on time. Next thing is what? Satisfying the customer needs. So the product may or may not be the best product as per the manufacturer's view, but the basic constraint in the product development or the testing is that the product must be capable of satisfying the customer needs. So there may be the chances that the development or tester team want to suggest some modification in that stated requirement, but customer is the one who is going to say whether that particular suggested changes that going to be get incorporate in that particular product or not. So next, so the customer view is only that he should, whatever the things he has stated, he want that satisfaction in that particular product. Next view is the meeting the customer expectations. So customer expectations may be categorized into the two parts, that is the expressed expectations or the implied. Express is also called as the explicit expectations. So explicit means what? That is going to be get documented and given formally by the customers are termed as the explicit or the express requirement, while the implied are those which are going not from the part of that particular requirement specifications formally, but something which is going to be expected by the customer by default. So we have seen that the implied kind of requirements are the reliability, performance kind of things that customer is not expected to say to that particular SR in case of writing, while writing the SRS, that these are my expected things. The organization, developer, testers, they have to understand by their own that particular product should have the good performance. They should be, the product should be reliable one. Likewise, so it is the responsibility of developing organizations to convert as many as possible implied requirements into the explicit requirements by asking the queries to the particular customer, so that the customer can meet as meeting his own expectations. Next view is the treating every customer with the integrity, courtesy, and the respect. So customer and the requirement assessed are very important in developing organizations, as the customer will be paying on the basis of the value he finds for that particular product. So customers' telephone calls, mails must be answered with the courtesy and the reasonable time. So here we take one example. If we go in particular shop for shopping any good, then what that time, if the particular salesperson is come to us, he is greet us with good morning, good afternoon kind of things. Now he is asking us what we want. He is giving us some respect. He provide us some integrity, what thing we like. So by that things, if we then at that time we are going to buy that product from that particular shop. So this is the mentality of the customer. If anyone is going to treat that particular customer with integrity and respect, then customer is going to get in, going to buy from that particular shop only. Next thing we are going to see is the supplier's view of the quality. So supplier view of the quality. So we have seen that supplier is one stakeholder. So supplier is the development organization in context with the software application development. So supplier have some expectations or needs which must be satisfied by producing a product or selling it to that particular customer. And supplier's expectations going to be may range from profitability, name in the particular market, repeat the orders, customer satisfaction. So these expectations may be get fulfilled with the different suppliers view. So the first supplier view is the doing the right things. So changes in the requirement causes the rework of that particular design, development, testing, that going to be change in the requirement are considered as the problem during the product development. If supplier is expected to absorb the cost associated with it. So that's why the supplier is expecting whatever the things the particular organization is going to do, they have to do in a right. Next thing is doing it in the right way. So producer may have its own methods, processes, standards to achieve the desired outputs. Ability of the development process to produce the product as required by the customer defines the capability of the development process. So they supplier is expecting whatever the things are going to be get developed, that should be in the right way only. So there should be minimum chances that the rework, retesting kind of things are going to get happen. Next thing is the doing it right for the first time only. So while doing at the first time, the organization developer tester tries to avoid the scrap, rework, frustration kind of things, and they try to improve the profit and reduce the cost of that particular thing. And the next view is the doing it on a time. So time is the most important factor of deciding the cost of the any product. So the value of money is going to be get changed as the time is going to be changed. So customer is expecting if particular organization is not going to able to deliver the particular product on a scheduled date, so it is going to get affected with the supplier, because the cost, resources they have to pay for that particular resources. So this is all about the suppliers view of the quality. The next topic we are going to see is the user gap. So the diagram is going to be shown in the PPT is the gap in the particular views. So user gap is a gap between the requirement specifications for the particular product and the user expectations from it. So this gap mainly focus on the difference in the final product attributes as going to be get defined by the requirement statements with respect to the intent of that particular user. And developer must convert user needs into the product requirement specifications and create product exactly as per those expectations. So uh, this user gap is again going to have one term, that is the closing that particular user gap. So the gap is there because they are going to have some differences between the user expectations and the product attributes that the customer product owner is going to expect from it. So how to close that particular user gap is the another question. So the user gap represents what? It represents the failure seen by that particular customer in terms of the difference between the user needs and the product specification. When these differences are there, then there is the surely there is a user gap. But an organization must apply some processes, methods to that particular gap, so it can be get closed effectively and it reduced to as little as possible, so it does not harm that particular product. So method for closing this gap may be depend upon the organization's way of thinking, resources availability, type of the customers thought processes. So these are the different factors that are going to be get affect while deciding a method for closing the user gap. So uh, closing the user gap is mainly going to have the different methods. So the first method is the customer survey. So the customer survey are the essential when an organization is producing a product for the larger market, where mismatch between the product and expectations can be the major problem to the producers. So it may also be the essential for the project undertaken for a single customer, such as a mission critical project, where the failure of the project has a substantial impact on the customer as well as on the producer. So for large market, survey may be conducted by the marketing functions or the business analyst to understand the user requirements and collect them into the specification documents for that particular product. So survey teams decide the present and the future requirements for that particular product and features required by the potential customer. Next method is the joint application development, or JAD is the method. So applications are going to be get developed jointly by the customer and the manufacturers, where there is a close coordination between the two teams. So in joint application development, user or the customer may be overseeing the system development or closely monitor the requirements, specifications, architectural design, coding, testing, and the test results. Next method is the user involvement in the application development. So this approach is exactly work as similar line of the JAD, that is the joint application development. User is going to be get involved in approving the requirement specification, design specifications, application user interfaces, and he may have the answers to the queries asked by the developer and provide the clarification to that particular developer. Next, we are going to see what is meant by the producer's gap, or it is also called as the development gap. So producer gap is a gap between the product actually delivered and requirements and the design specifications developed for that particular product. So the requirement specifications written by the business analyst may not be understood in the same way by the development team. So there is a communication loss at each step, and the business analyst and developer testers may not be located next to each other to provide the explanation for each and every requirement. So this condition may be going to get happen with. So with this, what is going to be happen, that the producer gap is going to be get produced. So while closing this producer gap, the producer gap is going to be represents the failure on the part of development team to convert that particular requirements into the product. So producer gap can be seen as a defect found in the in-house testing, because they are not going to have the communication, proper communication, what the business analyst is written and what the developer or tester team tries to implement on that particular product. So producer gap is due to the process failures at the producer's place, and there must be the process improvement plans to close this gap. So the next term is there, that is the process definition. So process definition is mainly talk about the development and testing processes must be sufficiently mature to handle the transfer of information from one person to the another stage to another during the software development life cycle. So there must be the continuous do and check processes to build for the better product and get the feedback about the process performance. Means what? The particular things, particular requirements are going to be get developed. Immediately they have to check that particular requirements. If any suggestions, any feedback survey kind of things are there, they have to immediately cope with these suggestions in the next cycle. So this is what the do and check kind of things. And the next term is the work product review. So as the stage of software development life cycle progresses, one may have to keep close watch on the artifacts going to be get produced during the each stage to find if any inconsistency has been get introduced with respect to the earlier phase. So this is what the work product review is, that they have to keep the closer watch on the processes going on.